For some days we're discussing about the speciality of the prema of Shrimati Radhika in Krishna. Krishna says, I am Purna Anandamaya, full of bliss. We're listening to this katha, how Krishna himself is thinking. Although Bhagavan is Nirvikar, he also has a beautiful form. Although he's also Nirapeksha, he's indifferent, also he's the like at the side of the devotees. So all of this is Viruddha Dharma in God, means he has these opposite natures within himself. Nirvikar means that person who has no transformation. No vikar. How many jivas in this world? They're suffering. God is seeing this or not, Bhagavan? He's seeing but not doing anything. So Nirvikar. He doesn't transform, he doesn't know any activity. Why? Because God knows. These jivas, they're suffering their own karma. The jivas are suffering their own karma fall, fruit of karma. Of course, the karma you did. The fruit of the karma you get accordingly to what you did. What to do. That's why Bhagavan is like Nirvikar. And what is the opposite of that? He's also like independent. And he's everywhere. Where he's not, no, he's everywhere. Although he's everywhere, he also manifests a beautiful form. Like the beautiful deity. This Murti, this form, manifested through Yoga Maya, with the material eyes. We cannot have darshan of Lord. This beautiful deity of Lord, how to have the darshan? By the mercy of God and through Yoga Maya. So Bhagavan is Nirapeksha, but also takes side of the devotees. Nirapeksha means he's like impartial, not taking the side of anyone. Nirapeksha. Like two persons are fighting. Who will take the side of? Let them quarrel by themselves. Bhagavan is only saying this. Like in this world, one person is fighting each other. Sometimes you might have seen. Who? Con? The bull. Bull are fighting to each other without reason. They just start fighting. What will you do? Just keep seeing, like you just watch. Sometimes have you seen this in the markets or in the like on the street? Sometimes this happens. Two oxes. And then they hurt each other. The ox, no, the bull. Then both they suffer because both they hurt each other. So Bhagavan is also like this. He's Nirapeksha and Nirvikar. And also we see the Moksha Lila in the Jaduvamsha, dynasty of the Jadus. Bhagavan himself, he was in Dwarikapuri. He knows everything. He is in the hearts of everyone. Okay, so you know the story of the Dwarka, the house. I think Pradyumna, I don't know who, they just pretend they were a lady pregnant, and then they came to the sadhus, but it was very great sadhus in that place, and they pretended they were pregnant. It's person of the family of Krishna. And then these boys from family of Krishna told the sadhus, oh, this lady is about to have a birth, to give birth. Is it a boy or girl, like the baby? But actually it was not a girl, it was just a boy, or pretending to be a girl with like some cloth under the belly, under the, like fake belly. But the rishi who they asked this was an actual rishi, like bona fide. Then this rishi said, oh, okay, you want to make fun of the sadhu? So like there was some rishi there, just like Durvasa Rishi, or Durvasa Rishi himself, but then he gave a curse. From his belly, it will come a musul. It's like a piece of iron. It's not any boy or girl she'll give birth to. She'll give birth to a musul. When you have to grind some wheat or other grains, they do this with musul. It's like one, I think of metal iron. I don't know. Then you press and like. And the sadhu said, by this musul, all the dynasty of Yadus will be destroyed. So they came to make fun of sadhu, like just to make some fun, have some fun. And they got the opposite result. So they quickly opened the cloth to see, to the fake belly, and when they saw in that fake belly full of clothes, they made the fake belly of clothes, no? And then there was really a piece of muscle there. You see, Krishna, he was Ugrasen. But these people of family of Krishna, they didn't ask to Krishna what to do with that muscle, that piece of metal. They asked to Ugrasen. If they had asked to Krishna, yeah, another thing, but they asked to Ugrasen. So they didn't ask Bhagavan, they asked to Ugrasen. Ugrasena was a simple person and already old. So he said, where there is no bamboo, no flute will be there. So this is a piece of iron, no, this is mosul. So just, let's grate it in the stones on the bank of the river. So they start grating the stone, like trying to, grating. Like not grating, like just rubbing to the stones so that it will be like grating. But actually it's like for example, when you're grating ginger, then after you grate, there's a big piece of ginger, you're just grating, and at the end there's just a little bit left. You cannot even grate that piece, otherwise you hurt your hand. So you put in the subji, or then you throw away that piece of ginger, that little bit big, which is left, you cannot grate it. So okay, they rubbed this piece of iron in the stone, so like this, they were like grating it, and then it became like powder. But there was a piece that was left, a little bit piece that they could not do like this. So they threw this other piece in the middle of the ocean. And one fish ate this piece which was left from making the powder of the iron, then a fish ate. And one fisherman caught this fish and sent this fish to a hunter. There was one hunter called Jar or something like this. How things happen, one thing to another. So this is a hunter. He took this small piece of iron. Sorry. Then he said, "Oh, I'll use for hunting." Then he put in the tip of his arrow, and something amazing happened. Nothing can happen without desire of God. Like even a leaf cannot move without Him. This piece of iron which was left. No, sorry. This like they became powder. No, not this part, but the other part, which is they were just rubbing, became powder, and they were like in the beach, because this was on the shore of the ocean. Whatever you throw in the ocean doesn't want to keep anything. Like whatever you put in him, later he will like just come throw back to you, like from by a storm. Some people, they want to jump in the ocean to kill themselves, for example. After 4 days, what happened? The waves of the ocean, they bring the person back to the beach. Because the ocean, he doesn't want to keep anything with him in his like womb, like inside him. So like by the waves and all, he brings back everything, whatever you put in him. So those things, that iron piece which was like a rubbed and became like a powder, they all came in they also like they were brought, and they came into the beach, to the shore. The ocean brought it, But is it possible that from a piece of iron a plant will come? Have you ever seen this? But by desire of God, that happened. Like that powder iron, let's say like this, became plants. How possible? The plants are alive. They're a consciousness thing. But this muscle is like a piece of iron. It's completely inert thing. Inert. How is it possible that this would happen? Because without desire of God, nothing can happen. He makes the impossible possible, possible impossible. So on the beach of the ocean, they became this sarkanda plant. It's a very, like, from that piece of iron, like powder iron. It's like a, it has a very big leaves. It's a plant, sarkanda, something like this. And and the edge of the leaves, they are sharp as like a knife. You know, this plant, sarkanda. It's like a long plant with these long leaves, and they are very sharp. And after that, one day, all Yadavas were sitting, like, occasionally. Sometimes happens this, no? Occasionally everybody's together just speaking, but somebody spoke something like normal and like Prajalpa. They were speaking Prajalpa, and is what you called Prajalpa. They were speaking like anything, like just like like anything, you know. And by this Prajalpa, some quarrel came. They started like fighting, like a quarreling. They started quarreling and fighting, and they had drank the somaras, kind of drink. And before they were fighting, like, first they were like insulting each other face to face, just insulting. But then their anger increased, so they start like fighting with their legs and hands, like punching like this. Then they took a latia stick. Then they took like a stick, start beating each other. Then they saw these plants in the bank of the ocean there, on the beach, which was very sharp. Then they took this and start beating each other with this, but actually they killed each other with these plants, which was very sharp. So Lord Krishna knows everything, but he's like nirvikar. So Krishna says, I have all these Viruddha Dharma with me, I mean, these opposite natures. Because Bhagavan does all these leelas through Yogamaya. After doing these leelas, Bhagavan went to his eternal abode. Like in the Bhagavata yesterday I told. In the end of Kurukshetra war, it was Duryodhana who was there. Bhima had broken his thigh. He was about to die, Duryodhana, about to get the last breath. The Pandavas thought, oh, we already won, we won. Because Bhim killed the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra with the Gada, mace. So they were like celebrating the victory, the Pandavas. In the evening, night time, they were celebrating victory. But God knows everything, Bhagavan. And also he wanted to do some more Leela, Krishna, no, Bhagavan. So he wanted to kill, like Krishna made that five Pandavas sons of Draupadi and Drishtabdumna, her brother, were killed. Why Krishna decided to kill them? Like this Leela, you know, his pastimes. And then Ashwatthama killed the 5 sons of Draupadi and her brother Drishtabdumna. I told yesterday. Although he knows everything, he makes this Leela because actually God, Krishna, has this plan of how to make the Leela, whatever he has to do now to nourish the Leela ahead. He knows everything. So whatever I do or not, I will know. I don't involve with everyone. I don't engage with anyone. Krishna says. Also, I'm like Nirapeksha, I don't take side of anyone, but still I take the side of the devotees. Nirapeksha, those one who not takes side of anyone. But still he's like Bhakta Vatsalya, Lord. This is all Viruddha Dharma, like opposite natures. He's Nirapeksha, doesn't take side of anyone, but takes sides of the devotees. This is the question Parikshit Maharaj made in the Bhagavata. He made this question. Hey Gurudev Brahman, you said that Bhagavan, he didn't take side of anyone because he is equal to all the living entities. Nobody is like his friend, nobody is also his enemy, nobody. You told. But we see that when the demigods and the demons are fighting, Bhagavan takes the side of the demigods and he kills the demons. So how is Bhagavan Nirapeksha like this? Like how is he not taking side of anyone? In this context, also Shukadeva Goswami told the story of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, because the nature of the demons is they want to conquer using their own strength, but the devotees, they take shelter of lords. So Bhagavan says, so Palaka, because Lord is saying, Lord says, but I have won this quality. I am Bhakta Vatsala, affection to my devotees, and also Sharanagata Palaka. I take shelter of those who, I take care of those who took shelter of me. So, if you want to like fight by your own strength, like of your arms, let's say like this, God says, okay, do. But if you think, no, I cannot do anything, I'm just taking shelter of lords. But like the demons are like this. The demons, they will die, but they will not take shelter of lords. The Ravan story. He was so proud. He never used to bow his head to anyone. Ravan. He had a guru, Ravan, but he never bowed his head to the guru, his guru. How he was doing pranam? Just putting his guru on top of him, lifting up his guru. Yesterday I told Shiva Parvati was speaking very beautiful katha, and then the mountain Kailash start to move, tremble, just like an earthquake. And Devi Parvati said, "Husband, please tell me why this sudden earthquake? How possible?" Shiva said, "It's not an earthquake, it's my disciple who came." Who? Ravan. When Ravana used to come, he used to do this, like lifts up his guru in the mountain and also doing the stutis. He was a Mahagani and very powerful person. He was not an ordinary person, Ravan. He was a Mahagani, great and knowledgeable person. He had all Shastra Gyan like this. Nothing less, like he knew so much. He used to do the Shiva Stuti, these prayers to Shiva. If you listen, you become amazed. It's so beautiful, these prayers he was making. And Shivaji himself used to manifest. And Shiva used to start dancing because of the prayers that Ravana was making. There's a story in Ramacharita very beautiful story. After kidnapping Sita, when Ravana came back with Sita, Mandodari tried to make her husband understand, Ravana understand. You kidnap someone's wife. What is the fruit of that? All Lanka will be destroyed, Mandodari said. it's a great sin to kidnap someone's wife, like some wife, some lady who belongs to other people. And also, you know who is the husband of Sita? He's not ordinary. He's beyond human being. In Ramcharitamanas Tulsidas says, what? Mandodari. Mandodari said like this: Pag patala shish ajadama. His feet goes until patala. His head until ajadama. Ajadama means many things. Ajadama can mean like Satyaloka, place of Brahmaji, and also can mean Vaikuntha. Like he's very big, gigantic. So you want to fight him and like an enemy, what is the benefit? Like what is the result? You cannot get anything good from that. You kidnapped a chaste lady. What will happen with her husband? Because of this, all the blood of the demons will be destroyed. Like all the dynasty of demons will be destroyed. Gurudeva used to give this class to us, tell us this kata. 1 month before Ramnavami and after also. Parang Srila Gurudev Narayana Goswami Maharaj used to say this. All these katas of Ramcharitamanas and Valmiki Ramayana also. So Ravana was laughing when Mandodari said this. Mandodari was trying to make her husband understand that Ram is Swayam Bhagavan Vishnu. It's not good like for you to be like opposite to him and want to fight and like this. Like challenge him like this. Then Ravana smiled and Mandodari thought, oh, he understood what I'm saying. Because if you speak to someone like smiles or something like this, you think the person understood what you're saying. But if you try to speak something to a foolish person, a stupid person, you cannot get any results. Maybe even opposite things result will come from that. There was one guru who was very knowledgeable and one disciple, stupid disciple, foolish, like stupid. The disciple came. Gurudev, you always speak such a nice Harikatha, Gurudev. Please give me some Harikatha new. Give me one high Harikatha, Gurudev. High Harikatha, I want to hear. Because this Katha, every day you say, like, I don't feel happy listening this. I want to listen to high Katha. How high? Then the disciple said, this is a minor Katha, Mahabharata Katha. It's not so fun. Not so nice. It's only things of like the house. What if we have in our family? No, Mahabharata Ramayana. I want to listen high Katha with Tata Siddhanta and all. The Guru said, okay, what do you want to hear? Okay, the Gita then. Let's begin with Gita and then we continue. The disciple said, okay, I already heard Bhagavad Gita many times, but okay, I'll listen again. The disciple agrees. The disciple said, Gurudeva, I already read all Bhagavad Gita. The Guru said, okay, I'll tell one shloka about the glory of Bhagavad Gita to you. Because you already read Bhagavad Gita, no? Oh, yes, I've read. What is Atma, what is not the Atma, this kind of discrimination. This is the essence of the Gita. I'm not the soul, I'm not the body, I'm the soul. The soul doesn't die, the body dies. This is the essence of Gita. I already read that. The disciple said. Guru said, okay. So the Guru said, okay, I'll tell you one shloka of the glory of Bhagavad Gita. This shloka, Sarva Upanishad Gavo. Do you know the sloka of the Gita Mahatma? Everybody should learn this sloka. It's a very beautiful sloka. All you should learn. Sarva Upanishad Gavo. All the Upanishads are like a cow. Dogda means the person who is milking the cow. Who is doing that? Gopalanandana Krishna. Krishna. And how is the cow giving the milk? Calf. But the cow will only give the milk if there is a calf. Without calf, the cow doesn't give milk. That's why Krishna is milking the cow. Arjuna is the calf. Parthavatsu means Arjuna is calf. So this Gita is like the nectarian milk. That Bhagavan is like milking the cow. This milk will come. But who will drink the Gita? Oh, sorry, this milk of the Gita. Listeners, who will drink? Who are listening? Sober person. A sober person will drink the milk. So Krishna is the milking person who is taking milk out of the cow. All Upanishads are like a cow. Krishna is milking the cow. Milkman. Krishna is the milkman. Arjun is the calf. And the Gita is the milk. Gita Amritam. Who will drink the milk? Yeah, the listeners. So the Guru said this katha. After that, the disciple said, Gurudeva, very beautiful your katha. Understood everything. I already heard this many times, Gurudev. I read the book, I even read also the Gita Mahata, like the Lord of the Gita. What do you have any doubt? The Guru asked the disciple. Of this glory which I told. No, the Gita Mahata. Do you remember this sloka? No? Yes, Gurudev, I have a little bit doubt, Gurudev. Little doubt. What is it? Gurudev. Okay, all Upanishads are like a cow, I understand. But who are the two donkeys? Dogda. Do means two. He put this word dogda, like dogada, means two donkeys. Who are the two donkeys? And the Guru think, oh my God, no, what is this disciple? What is this? I'm this Guru. I thought he would understand it. And also he showed to me that he knew everything, like he. So the disciple asked, Dogda, like Dogada. What are the two donkeys? Because Gada means donkey and Do too. But actually the word is Dogda. Dogda means like milkman. So the disciple could not understand actually the proper word. Then the Guru said, you know, these two donkeys, it's you and me. Guru told disciple. One is you and another is me. Why? Then Guru said, because I thought you'd understand everything. Because you're saying that you know everything. And also you give me so much enthusiasm to speak more like higher katha and speak high Harikatha, Gurudev, speak high Harikatha. When I speak, but you're so stupid and foolish. Did you understand? Sometimes the foolish, the stupid, they have proud and like they have ego, they think they know everything. Like maybe if they have little bit gain, little bit. Safari, do you know what is safari? It's a small fish, very small fish. He's like silver color, the small fish. I forgot what's the name you call this in Hindi. It's a small fish. He's always like jumping, like making so much agitation. If it is a place where there's a little bit water, like less water, this fish is like flapping in the water and stimulating the water, agitating the water, and creating the waves. This fish, because it's really small and also in a place with small water, also, little water. So this is like a saying. So it means like if a person has little gain, just a little bit, and he thinks he knows everything. But when you really have the gain, if you want to study, you should be under the guidance of Guru Vaishnava. If you just by yourself got some Shastra gain, and you start doing things by your own strength, then you'll be just like this safari, just like this small fish, like agitating the water. But actually, it's just how do you say, poça, paddle. I mean, it's just like a small water, just little water, just small, very little. Como é que fala poça em inglês? Poça. But for example, in a great ocean, imagine a great ocean. There's so many fish in the ocean. And nobody can see them, because the ocean is so deep. It's not like just little water, it's just so much. The big fish, where do they stay? In the Mahasamudra. Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean? So the big fish, they stay in the Pacific Ocean because they're like a biggest ocean. You don't even know what is inside because there's so much water, like you cannot see them. So the more you have the Gyan, knowledge, Shastra Gyan, you also become Gambhir, like deep. But if you had just a little bit Gyan, you want to show yourself. But you have nothing, actually. Understand? So, Krishna is saying, for some days you have been listening. Yesterday I said about the glory of Prema Srimati Radhika. Her prema increases so much, expands, but there's not even more space to expand. but still she continues expanding. This is Viruddha, this opposite nature. There's no space for expanding more, but still continues expanding. Until when? This is Viruddha Dharma. I give an example. Just like a glass of water. You fill it up until like you fill it up completely. And then if you put more water, what will happen? This water will like overflow. Isn't it overflow? Is how you say? Like the water will come out of the glass. But still the water is coming inside the glass, coming inside like... Imagine if this will happen. This is Viruddha Dharma. Something opposite to the nature. So the love of Shmataratka increase until the limit, and then it already continues expanding more and more. Like Bhagavan also, he manifests this Navanam Rup. Means like this ever fresh, newly formed, all the time more new and more beautiful every time. Second, Viruddha Dharma Shmataratka love. She's so higher, but she's not have this. She doesn't have the pride, thinking she's higher, or like this veneration and reverence for herself, Like Shastra explains 25 qualities of Shmataratka, and one of these qualities is Gambhir. She has just like the mind of like the source of all these good qualities, like full of all good qualities. Como é que fala? Mina em inglês? Mina? Mine? No. Repository of all good qualities, but still she has no like this pride and like this thing, like this reverence or opulence mood in this sense. Gaurav Buddhi. There's not Gaurav Buddhi. I mean, she's not thinking she's higher. She has the firm faith, Shmataratka. Only I can control to Krishna. She has her firm faith. So all the Ananta Vishnu Lokas, the infinity Vishnu planets, they come. Sorry, Vaikuntha planets, no? They come and make arati to her lotus feet. She's giving blessing to them. But still, she doesn't have even a little bit in her heart of this Gaurav Buddhi, means thinking like she's venerable, like. But for example, if you do a little bit, you think, oh, I did this, like you think like proud and think you're higher, like this. Do a little bit seva and you're already like, oh, think you're superior. But she serves so much, she doesn't have Gaurav Buddhi. Means like thinking about with like reverence, like she's like to be venerated, no, worshipped. Nobody has this. Nobody can control Krishna like Shmataratka. Shmataratka has this faith. Awe and reverence. Never heard? Awe and reverence. Veneration. So Shmataratka, she knows Krishna is under her control. That's why she makes the man. What is the meaning of making man? Shrimati Radhika knows. If I do the man, certainly Krishna will come to break my man. She has this faith. In the book Prema Samput, Krishna himself, when he came in the form of the Vangana, in a beautiful form, Krishna manifests in the form of like a lady. He disguised himself as like a lady, and he asked to Shrimati Radhika herself, "You love Krishna, so why did you become so angry with him and this Vamya Bhav?" He asked Shrimati Radhika. Because between lover and beloved, like, they don't want to give trouble to each other, like suffering to each other. So why you become so angry with Krishna, and you, how do you give so much suffering to Krishna, like unhappiness to Krishna? Because the prema dharma is like this. Vakrata and kutilata, nature of prem. Like vakrata kutilata, like this, you know, like for example the hair of Shrimati Radhika is like this, like crooked, you know, like going round and round and round like this. What hair you like to see? Those hairs which are very curly, they are more beautiful, isn't it? So the beauty of Shrimati Radhika is described like this. Her hair is like vakrata, means like completely like a crooked, you know, like curled, you know, like round and round. And also the Prema Madhura is like this also. There are some weapons in the Parakya Bhav. Do you remember that completely can control to Krishna? Four weapons, like infallible weapons. Nibaranata, Vamyata, Durlabhata, and Prachana Kamakta. In Swaki, love, the wedding, the love of, you know, husband and wife, this cannot be seen. Actually, just a little bit, but in Parakya Bhav, you can see this completely, all times. So through this prem, Govinda is controlled. Yesterday I said, Gopis met Krishna in Kurukshetra. What kind of things they told to Krishna when they met him there? They said, when we see Mother Jashoda's face, our heart melts. Is there any person in this world that would do this to his own mother? Like, even great munis, they cannot do this. Forget the love of their own mother. This is not possible, even for munis. You can forget any other person's love, but the love of your mother you cannot forget. The mother who took care of you with so much endeavors and so much difficulties, because this prema of the love of the mother in the hearts of the mother, you can put in a scale. All the other premas you put in one side, and this vatsalya of the mother you put in the other side of the scale. They cannot be equal. Is it possible? Like the love of the mother is so much more than everything else. So Gopis said, okay, you loved us. Gopis are this teasing was. They are teasing Krishna. They are saying, our prem is just some sentiments. It's nothing. Like one day you love someone, next day you don't love anymore. That's some opinion, like, you know. Actually, this is not the actual mood of the gopis. They're just comparing or giving example, comparing to material love. Okay, no problem. You could forget us because we have no relationship. Gopis are saying to Krishna. These gopis are saying. What is our relationship with you, Krishna? We don't have any relationship. And even if we had, they literally forgot. It's like in this material world. Some person love each other and like lover and beloved. Then, for example, the mother and father, the parents of these two, discovered and said, "Oh, this girl is not good for you." For example, for the boy, so this girl is not good. So the parents, they try to separate the two. For example, sending one to a very far country, sending one of the, and they don't keep any kind of contacts. After some time, like the lover and beloved, no, they don't keep contact, and after some time, they will forget each other. This happens in this material world. But in transcendental world, no. What's the definition of prem? Tell. Even if the cause of destruction, the prem increases more. Instead of this being destroyed, increases more. If you separate from each other, from the beloved, or even if there is a cause of destruction, for example, a cause of destruction is like the rules of society that like trying to separate also the lover and beloved, or like the chastisement of the superiors, for example. Like the insults and also chastise. You should not do this, this is not good, like the superiors to the lover and beloved. If you do like this, people of society, it will criticize you and also us, like your family. Oh, the daughter of son of this kind of this person did this or that, like people will criticize. And people of society will also like maybe like exclui a gente da sociedade. Like they will like you know, how to say? Like if people they want to put you out of society, like you'll be neglected from society. But in transcendental world, Srimati Radhika says. Like if I can give up everyone, even my brothers, no problem. Even if all my friends they give up me, there's no problem. Even if my all brothers and friends they give up upon me because I love Krishna. Even if my mother, father superiors, they also like insult me or like chastise me so much because of what I'm doing. Still Shama Sundara is my life. I cannot give up Shama Sundara. Srimati Radhika says in this Kirtana in Bengali by Vidyapadar Chandidas, Shama Sundara, for you, this necklace of the difamação, like the necklace of having a bad reputation and being criticized, of unchaste, I'm prepared to use. Lalita, you can announce that Srimati Radhika loves Krishna, no problem. I'll not give up him. I can give up my cow, my family, my friends, everyone, but not Govinda. This is the Vrajavasis. In the Vrajaprem, there's not any other example of this kind. So this Bangla Kirtan is saying this. I give up cow, mother, father, friend, brother, but no Govinda. And whenever there's an obstacle, the prem increases more. It's possible for transcendental world, not for this world. Sometimes, for example, two disciples, they fight each other. They are fighting. Then both they leave Guru and then disappear. Oh, Maharaj, they fight each other. They fought each other. They are fighting, quarreling to each other. So I don't even want to go near Guru. Then both disciples leave. The Guru said, I didn't even know they were fighting. I didn't even know what was going on. The Guru says, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Did you understand? In the material world, there are so many examples, like so many cases like this. The Guru didn't even know what was going on, and also the Guru was not involved in also because like the two disciples themselves, they were quarreling, and both they leave. This is prem, this is bhakti. What is this? Like nothing of this, you know. Is this Guru Bhakti, Guru Prema, sadhana, bhajan? This spiritual thing, this is nothing like this, you know. Both by themselves they start fighting, quarreling to each other. And they... So Guru has nothing to do with the fight, and then both just leave the Guru. This is foolishness, stupidity. Understand? So many examples like this you can see. This happens. Okay, Gurudeva didn't know anything, or like... So many people come, some people go. What do Guru do? What will I do? Tell me. This is like the play of Maya. Jogo de Maya. Understand? What will I do? What the Guru do? No, Gurudeva, he told me like this, he called me this, he called me that. But what did I say? Oh no, you're nothing, Gurudev. So why did you leave me if he told not me like this? Oh, Gurudev, you did not stay by my side. You think I came for this? So did I come here for Kurukshetra war to be in the side of one person or another person? Gurudev says. You yourself start quarreling or fighting? And then he said, Gurudeva, you didn't stay like on my side. On my side. Did I stay on his side? No. So Gurudev, but still, why didn't you stay on my side? No, because if I stay on your side, also the other disciple would say, Gurudev, you didn't stay on my side. Then Guru says, did I come here for this? You're all stupid. Do the bhajan. But so the person like by himself he's just quarreling and fighting, and then Gurudeva didn't say anything, Gurudeva didn't take my side, like stay on my side. So these things happen. How the jivas in this world, they are foolish, stupid. Do the bhajan. What like has the Guru have to do with these? Or like you two good brothers or God sisters, they are fighting, and put the Guru in the middle. In the life of Param Guru Maharaj, one time two brahmacharis were fighting, and then it's written like Gurudev wrote, spoke about this. They even took two torches of like burning wood into each other. They want like to do like this. Then Param Gurudev said, okay, like kill, like he didn't involve. What did I say? No? Kill yourself. Kill each other. And no, não falou morra não. Anyway, he did. Param Gurudev just said, okay, like he didn't involve. Like, what is this, Srimati Radhika has one-pointed Krishna Nishta. Shrimati Radhika has such much nishta in Krishna. In Shikshastakam, what she says at the end. You can embrace me, or you can give me up, or like leave me. Even you can like step on me and like this. Press me under your feet. You can even put me in the ocean of separation by not seeing me, like, or also in front of me. You can also love others. Still? There's nothing else for me, only you. No one else. This last sloka of Shikshastakam it's really like appropriate for Shrimati Radhika, actually. Not possible for any other person. Do you read this sloka? Study this sloka? Shikshastakam? Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Shrimati Radhika wants so much to give happiness to the senses of Krishna and thinks, if Krishna wants to meet a friend, a Saki, and Krishna is suffering because he wants to meet her, Shrimati Radhika says, I will go to the house of this Saki and tell her, please go meet Krishna. And this Saki says, no, but I don't have time, I'm busy. Then Shrimati Radhika says, I will be your servant, I will sweep your house so that you have time to meet Krishna. So this prema goes to such a high stage. Who can explain? Who can describe? What will we speak? What will you listen? Shrimati Radhika saying, if I know that Krishna wants to meet someone, I will go to the house of this Saki and I'll say, oh, Krishna wants to meet you. Yesterday I gave example of Satyabhama. Narada Rishi gave one flower, Parijat only, and gave to Rukmini. Krishna gave to Rukmini. So Krishna gave the flower Parijata to Rukmini. I told yesterday, and Satyabhama, she became with Man. Krishna had to endeavor so much. It's like one idiom explaining that actually Krishna had to do so much to break her man, but actually it was not man. Her man of Satyabhama is not pure man, Shuddha man, no. It's not actually man, it's maybe a little bit manabhas, semblance of man. Because if you analyze the definition of man, you see that in Dwarka they have only manabhas, semblance of man. It's not actually man. Because who has the pure man? Only in Vraja, the gopis. And the topmost man, pure man, is manifested in Shrimati Radhika. Dojal Nilamani and other books, this book with example shows all this. So yesterday I told, for one flower Parijat, such a big trouble just because of one flower parijat. And to end the man of Satyabhama, Krishna had to so much papad he had to roll. Means like so much he had to do just to end her man. Like he went and take the parijata tree, all this story. So anyway, but the man of Satyabhama was not man, was manabas, symbol of man. So imagine if it's a pure man to break the pure mana of gopis. How much, like how many papads Krishna has to roll? That means like how much more efforts Krishna needs to make to end the pure man of the gopis. So imagine this man of Satyabhama is manabas, symbol of man, it's not actual man. The real man is in Vraj. And in the purest way, the man is present in Srimati Radhika. So how much like papad Krishna has to roll means how much effort Krishna needs to make, how much effort to break the man of Srimati Radhika. Prabhupada Saraswati Pada explains. So when Srimati Radhika makes the man, or is in man, to break her man, Krishna has to do so much for that. Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, he gave an example even more beautiful explaining about this. The same Krishna, to break the man of Srimati Radhika, what he did? He manifested in the form of Gauranga, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Do you know this Leela? To break the man of Srimati Radhika, Krishna, he manifests which form? Gaura. So much effort Krishna had to make to break the man of Srimati Radhika. Do you understand a little bit of what I'm saying? When she has the Durjayaman, when Radharani is with this Durjayaman, like an unbreakable man, like. Then after that, Krishna tried so much and he could not break her man. Then Krishna left that place and went to the bank of Jamuna. And he was thinking so much of Srimati Radhika and suffering so much. And then Purnamasi came. Purnamasi, what did she do? Tell Krishna, I'll arrange for you. That to be able to meet again with Srimati Radhika and break her man and meet her again. Then Purnamasi also needs to do so much effort also. You see this? Like how many persons they need to roll the papad, like to make the papad, means like so much effort. Like Krishna tried, couldn't break the man of Srimati Radhika. Krishna hold his ears, rubbing his nose on her feet, but she was still angry. Then also Purnamasi said, okay. Purnamasi tried, also couldn't also make Srimati Radhika break the man, and then sent Krishna to Vrinda Devi. Then Vrinda Devi said, okay, do one thing. You have to do whatever I say, Vrinda Devi told Krishna. Are you ready for that? If you really want to break the man of Srimati Radhika and meet her again, you should do what? Krishna said, okay, whatever you say, I'll do. Then Krishna again needs to make the papad, needs to effort so much. Krishna said to Vrinda Devi, okay, whatever you say, I will do, because like some people don't know how to roll, for example, the chapati properly, cannot do rounds. They make the roti completely like bad shaped, like completely like a. But who is experts can do very beautiful round shape, the chapati. But those who don't know how to do, they roll to one side to another side. Yeah, person doesn't roll properly and it doesn't cook properly the chapati because of that, because the chapati is not properly rolled. So Krishna told to Vrindadevi, okay, whatever you tell me, I'll do, because I don't know how to do this. Vrinde, at your feet, Krishna said. Okay, stand up. Krishna stood up. Very, very, you should be really, really straight, not crooked, just completely very straight, because you're crooked. Krishna is like crooked, he's all bended, like three-band fold. No, you should be completely straight, like you should be really straight, your body. Okay. Okay, then Krishna. And now? Krishna asked, this flute, this peacock feather, keep here. Take out. Krishna took it out. And now? You have to shave your head. This also, yes. You have to shave your hair. Just like in the full moon. You want to break the man of Shmatiraska? No? Have to do this. With man, there's not the meeting, Milan. So Krishna shaved his head, his hair. And then what else? This black color in your body. Also have to cover that. How? The pollen of the lotus. Have you seen this pollen? You have it. First tell me if you have seen a lotus in your life. So this pollen of the lotus is very beautiful. It's like a golden color, Put in all your body, all over your body, this pollen. So he was black and he became Tapta Kanchana Gorangi, like brilliant, like gold. And now I have to do more. Yes, more. It's not easy to roll the papad and make the papad. Not easy. Okay, what else? Use sannyas cloth now. Even this I have to do. Yes. What else? What do you think? No, of course. Take out this your pitambara, yellow cloth. This will not work. You have to put this Aruna Vastra, means this reddish cloth, saffron cloth. You know what? When in that prayer to Mahaprabhu, Tana Pranama in this Ashtakam explains also how the beautiful color of the saffron cloth of Mahaprabhu. Very beautiful color. There is more, yes, more. More. Just in the middle of the way, you have more to do. And now, what I have to do? Krishna asked. Okay, you already took my flute, my peacock, feather. You make me like a Babaji. Make like a beggar. You made like a beggar. And then you take this kanjan, is like an instrument. Which is it? Kanjan? Yeah, some instrument. Anyway, okay. What else I have to do? Finish? No, it hasn't finished yet. I'll teach you some kirtan. Which kirtan? A very beautiful kirtan. Vrindadevi said. The kirtan was Radhe, for your prema. Krishna today took sannyas and is going door to door asking for alms, like begging. Then Vrindadevi taught Krishna to sing this kirtan for very beautiful like melody and voice. And where you sing this kirtan? Around the kunja where Shrimati Radhika is. So Vrindadevi taught Krishna. Krishna learned. And Krishna was crying like a flow of tears and chanting, singing. Hey Radhe, today, because of you, Krishna took sannyas. And he's going door to door begging. It's a very beautiful kirtan. This sound entered in Srimati Radhika's ear. Krishna took sannyas and he's going from door to door asking for donation. When Srimati Radhika heard this, her heart melted. She started crying, Srimati Radhika. Because of me, he loves me so much like that. He gave up like all the things for me. So Srimati Radhika saw this look at this moment as this Shavapadarattam. Guru Govinda Maharaj explains like this. This slok, the last slok of Shikshastakam. Actually, who told this? Srimati Radhika herself. She's saying this. She started crying. For me, he accepted so much renunciation, like renounced so many things because of me, to get me, Krishna. He even took sannyas. He gave up like all his like a reputation, his like a pride, and he's going a donation, you know, because asking for donation, according to the Shastra, who asks donation is like a prostitute asks donation. Like ask for donation is something very low, inferior. It's just like a tendency of a prostitute. Okay, forget the prostitute, but anyway, it's an inferior thing, according to the Shastra. So, in East Kailash, he used to live there, Ramachandra Prabhu. What did you go? You don't know anything? You don't know anything? So, I used to go there and stay there. The Bengali people, they eat the fish. There was no temple at that time. Beginning, people were like doing this, preaching in Delhi and all. There was one person. Very simple heart. He gave me one small room to stay. He was not asking for rent. That time there was not collection, just 1 rupee, 2 rupees collection was very difficult. If somebody gave me 10 rupees, I was thinking, oh, this is the best thing. Just like $1 I got. Because I was getting donation maybe 1 paisa, 1 cent, 2 cents. 25 pesos. If somebody gave like 10 rupees, I think, oh, this is a judge. Like so much like good donation. No, if somebody gave 10 rupees, maximum 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, or even like 25 cents, only cents, you know. Because Gurudev used to make some receipts, you know, of the donations. And Ramachandra Prabhu is saying that he saw so many people in Mathura used to come and give donation to him. So this room they gave me, he was not asking for the rent. Small room, so people could sleep inside. In this steel apartment, I don't know, this place. I put the bags inside, the luggage, and put the gamcha in front and sleeping. Sleep during the night. Krishna Das was with me for the Bhiksha. He was cooking. He used to cook and also do the kirtan. For 4 people. From 6, 7 a.m. used to eat the muri, you know, the muri, and then go for asking donation. 12, 1 o'clock used to come back. There was a sector. For example, one goes to the C, another to the D sector to ask for donations. Then we come back, take prasad. Krishna Das used to cook and keep for us prasad. The evening time, we do some program in someone's house. Because people from Bengal or Bangladesh used to sell. Oh, let's. We used to tell these people, let's speak some Harikatha here, do Kirtan, because then we tell them some shlok. If the Vaishnava goes to their house, there's no Harikatha. That house is just like the cave of the snake. This shlok of the Bhagavatam. Then people used to hear this shlok and said, okay, Maharaj, you can come to my house and do the Kirtan. So in the evening we used to go and do the program in people's house. And during the day, from 7 to 7 a.m. until to 1:30 p.m. we're doing the collection. And it was so much hot. So much heat. Hot that time. It was small, just like my room in Mathura, just like this. If two people they sleep on the floor, there's not even a purse for a third person. And also need to put the luggage and for cooking, these things for cooking, like so many things, have to put those also inside the room. So there's old stories, but each cent we used to get each paisa used to give everything in Gurudev's hands. We used to stay like 17 days, and maximum 17 days used to stay here. Like this is in east of Kailash, right, part of Delhi. So collecting here. And also you need like to spend something. Like the fee of the bus, something like this you need to pay. The people of Bengal, they have the tendency to give the donation, like rice and all. But we need to, like, for example, buy oil, buy some sabji or something. And also staying 8-10 days. So slowly, like Ramachandra Prabhu also used to give donation, used to stay in his house also. So slowly Gurudev had some disciples. Our Didi also used to serve so much. She used to cook some food very special in the morning. I remember, like the family. The Didi of him, I think his wife, I don't know, he Didi. Also another person was living under. I remember. So like this, slowly this preaching in Delhi began. So by these excuses of collection to Janmashtami, we came for collecting for Janmashtami and also do. So Shrimantarika said, Krishna became a beggar for me, took sannyas, started crying. And then Shrimantarika chanted this sloka at that time, Ashli Sevapada Ratam. Lalita Vishaka understood. So Krishna could even try to cover, but the smell of his body was same, so they could feel Lalita Vishaka. Like you can put the pollen of the lotus on top of on your body, but the smell is the same because the smell of Krishna is such a good smell, good fragrance. Like intoxicates everyone. This like so good, the smell. So the Sakis understood for the smell that was Krishna. So Lalita Vishaka called him, come here, Saint. No, Krishna said, no. Do you think saints can speak with ladies? I'm not going. Lalita Vishaka, yes, please, you're a saint. Great soul, Santa Mahatma. A saint is not looking if someone is a lady or man. It's sannyasi. A real sannyasi is not seeing who. Everybody is like servant of God, not like man or woman. He's Advaita Bhav, like he has the equal vision, like not this dualism. So Lalita Vishaka told these things. You also know past, present, and future. You do bhajan and sadhana and you have realization. Please, sannyasi, great soul. Please come. My Saki is sick. My friend is sick. Please chant some mantra for her. Hey, mantra. I'm not this kind of sannyasa. This is not the duty of sannyasa. Okay. At least see her forehead. Krishna said, I'm sannyas. I'm not seeing like these hands of people, like, the lines on our hands, not holding the hands of ladies and seeing these things. Do you understand? Like in the story of Jajati Maharaj, who cut his hands? Do you know? Devjani cut his hands. And then she said, now you have to marry me. I will not let you go. Devjani told Jajati Maharaj. So Krishna said, this is not the duty of sannyas, like holding the lady's hand and seeing the lines like this. Okay, at least see her forehead. Okay, I can do that. So Lalita Vishaka said, this saint came, he knows past, present, and future. But he only sees forehead. And Radharani said, but I will not look to any other man, I will not look to any other hand. Lalita Vishaka said, there's no problem, just open your veil a little bit, open your veil, your cloth of your face, which covers your face. He'll tell all the reason for your suffering. Shrimantaraka understood. It's Krishna. So both they're together, and Shrimantaraka just a little bit, she opened her gungum, like her veil, and they saw each other. Krishna left his sannyasa, his gauranga, everything, and he manifested his own form. And Radha Krishna both sat in the throne. And all the Sakis did Arati. So to break the man of Srimati Radhika, Krishna did so much. He had to roll so much papad. This expression means like he did so much, he even took sannyas.